Hi guys, welcome to Chew on This, the series where we go around Manipal trying food. Today, we are at Uncle Bro's Grub. So, before we try the food, let me tell you guys how to get here. So, you just come straight from the Manipal Lake Road and you'll find this beautiful place with this amazing view. So, I have the menu here in front of me with this very fun illustration, but I already know what I want to try. Alright, so we're going to try out the burgers now. Wow. You know this chicken, the patty, it's got like, you know, a KFC texture to it. Back when KFC was good, obviously. It's got that KFC chicken texture to it. And the sauce and the lettuce, super crunchy, super flavorful, just adds to the taste and, you know, just makes you go. Let's try out the next burger now. You know how they say cheese makes life better? This is what they're talking about. This is why cheese was made. This is why cheese exists. It's for this. The sauteed vegetables that they've used with the patty really complements the taste. And cheese, as I said, knocks it out of the park, completes the burger. And this is, you know, that classic American burger that we all dream of having at least once in our lives. You know, I would gladly miss my morning classes to come here and have this for breakfast. This is made completely in-house. They've used no pre-made mixtures. And making this in-house is a feat to be reckoned with, honestly. And now, for the piece de resistance, the cookies. Thank you! The blueberry center really comes out on top, you know, when you taste this cookie. It has that gooey texture, and that along with the cookie, it has that crumbly and solid texture. It goes really well. It's amazing. What's this?
That's a blue PT.
Blue PT. This tastes like, you know, the most unique beverage I've ever had. You know, it has a taste that is... I don't think I've ever tasted a beverage that tastes like this. It's got the number of flavors that, you know, I think it's got like 4 or 5 flavors. Like, you know, just as you're moving on to the next flavor, you're like, okay, this is it. Another flavor comes in to punch you in the face. I really love it. It's really good. So enough about the art. Let's go and talk to the artists now. Start. Rolling?
So I mean, you guys are pretty passionate about building this place, obviously, with the location selection to the ambience and all of it. So I mean, where does this love for food and
At a very young age. My dad was a busy gentleman. I never saw him during the day. So it was on the weekends that he was free. And we used to spend weekends cooking, and my dad used to make us, you know, a very humble cake, Chinese food for dinner, and we used to sit down as a family. That tradition has always followed throughout, like 20 years, 30 years almost. It's been happening. So that's, I think, the inception of this as a, same thing, it grew into a passion. You know, we used to spend such quality time with just something made at home, right? So that was, we felt we could carry that further. A lot of good times are had over food, you know, relaxed time, good conversation, good bonds built. So that's what we wanted to nurture. What we had at home, we wanted to share it with everybody. So that was the reason.
You come here and gives you a very homely feeling. Even though you're eating somewhat junk food, because of the homely feeling, it feels better. So, I mean, what was the thought process going behind making an ambience of this sort?
Again, you nailed it. It was a minimalist cake that we wanted to do, and we wanted to incorporate wood and green wherever we could, because outside it's the same. We wanted to be consistent with it, and we wanted to go for a calming sort of an atmosphere. We wanted to just chill and wind, not feel like they're at a restaurant. They'll have to eat and push off. No need. Chill. You talk to your friends. This is just an extension of your home. Be comfortable. Don't feel restricted. That was what we did.
So I was researching about this place, and I read something about a pot roast and how it isn't on the menu or something. So that's what I want to ask you guys about.
That's one of our very special dishes. I think the head himself will speak on that.
Yeah, actually, this is a recipe I learned from the Chinese and followed it for years. And that is one dish which is time consuming. But it's the best dish I can make. I would certainly say that, other than my biryani. So pot roast is, we would like to introduce it once people get to know about it. So it can't be on a trial and error basis, because we know how good it is, and the thing is, it takes time. So it will soon come into the menu once people get to know. And it will be other things. We always believe in making it by the book. The only ingredient we don't add is something called commercial. So that is why you find it tasty. It's purely homemade food. It's the same. What we make at home is what we serve here. So that is from our conscience. So that will soon be in there.
You were telling us about the extents you go to in the morning to procure pure ingredients. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, Manipal is a very quaint old town. It's not used to a lot of outside cuisines. They make do with whatever is available around them. So not necessarily the most healthiest or the most tastiest sort of ingredients. So I do take my time. I go around Udupi, Ambal and all that to make sure I source what I would eat myself. Again, it goes back to what I would consume as an individual. So I go every morning, get fresh veggies, get my buns sourced, whatever is required, I do that. And the meat is also brought in fresh every day. That's how we maintain it. We do not store anything. Whatever you see behind this counter is what we have in stock. We look forward to seeing more of your friends. The rest of Manipal, you're most welcome here. Come here for the food, stay for the view, make some friends on the way back. But we're looking forward to hosting you all.
We'd love to keep joining, man. This place is awesome. I think it's all of us are going to keep visiting.
It's all from the heart.
Yes, thank you.
So there have been instances where a student brings out a guitar, performs here, and all of their friends gather. They start singing along. It's beautiful. It's just great community here. So that's what we're building, and it's happening organically as well.
I think we do recognize the place. It's just that we chose a very unconventional route to get here.